Changing user details. In this tutorial, we are going to have a look at how you can change users' details such as username, email, password, and so on. And we will also discover what are the restrictions on editing users' details in JIRA. Let's have a look how you can change user details in JIRA. Let's go back to our user management page, GG, users, enter password, right. Against each user, we have a link called edit. So let's define a user that we want to change, for example, bar user, and click on the edit link. It will bring you to a screen where you can change user's name, full name, and email address, if necessary, of course. Do you see the checkbox active? You should deselect it only if you want to deactivate the user's account. So don't do it so far. What is deactivation of users? We'll talk in the next tutorial. But for now, you should know that if you deactivate the user, he won't do anything in JIRA, even log in. So leave this checked. So let's change the username of our user to Valera, full name Valera, and email address to Valera, and click on the update button when we are done with the changes. And now we can see that our user, who was full before, he is transformed into user Valera, his Valera.com email address, and he has never logged in. But imagine that you have a situation when you want to change user password. How do you do this in JIRA? Just click on the user name here on the management page, and JIRA will lead you to a page where all information related to this user is shown. On the right, here, you can find the Actions button, so click on it, and one of the options is to set password. So let's use it, and this screen allows you to change password. And this way we can change the password of the user. Next to the user's email address and username, JIRA allows you to save other custom information that you might need when you work with your users, such as telephone number, for example. Let's click on Actions and select Edit Properties. Here you can enter everything you like in the key value combination form. So for example, if I want to add user's telephone number, I just write telephone as a key and some number as a value. I can also add address here and save this information in JIRA. So each time when I go to the page of this user, I can find his address and telephone number. It's very useful in day-to-day situations. So this is a way how to save extra information about your users in JIRA. And there are also a few things to say about editing of the user details. So for example, let's edit admin, right? It is worth saying here that usernames in JIRA, they should not be confused with user's display name or full name here. The username, which you see here, is being used for JIRA internal directory, and you will want to change the username mostly only in the situations when you want to connect JIRA to an LDAP directory, which has different conventions for usernames, or for example, when your employee wishes to change her surname. For example, if she is marrying and takes a surname of her husband. When you change the username in the internal directory, JIRA will show the updated username in all parts of its interface. There are also a few exceptions that can prevent you from using this feature and which you should know about. And the first exception is that only JIRA administrators with administrator global permission can perform this action. The second that you should remember is that you cannot update the usernames of the users who come from an LDAP server. And all you can do is to change the users who are stored in the JIRA internal directory. And the third is that you won't be able to use this feature if your JIRA instance is a user server for other application, which is possible to do, for example, to make it a user server for Confluence. In this case, you won't be able to use this feature. Have this in mind. So you have learned how to add users and edit their details, and it is already something, right? But there is so much more to discover, so hurry up to the next tutorial. In the next tutorial, we are going to have a look at the deactivation of users, and we will discover how you can restrict JIRA access to a user by deactivating his account. We'll also discover the advantages of deactivating a user account over deleting his account.